Christine Thompson, Baird and Warner. It's been a little while. I've had some vacations and busy weeks or appointments, so I'm really thrilled to be back to do another weekly update show with you. And I'm just going to get started here and start screen sharing all the facts that I have available for you. That's going to cover the market weekly market, what's happening in Naperville. So skipping right to the first graph here for you. And we are looking at just the general coverage of what's happening in Naperville for detached and attached homes. So this was the last time that I reported, May 24th. I can't believe it's been about a month since I did this. So it might be a month over month comparison here. But a month ago, within that week, we had 135 new listings and under contract 111. But as I've said before, see this gray quadrant here, or not, I won't say quadrant, but this gray section of the pie, the graph pie, those are private listings, 67. Now, that doesn't mean that everyone is going on the market and allowing buyers into these private listings, but I would say a large majority of them are doing that now. So we could probably consider, maybe 50 of these are allowing showings. Add that to the new listings. So it's about 185 properties out there available for buyers to see. And we saw 111 of them went under contract. Yes, private listings can go under contract. And the one catch on this is that it could still be under the private listing marked as under contract. So it won't be marked as an active listing under contract. And that won't be reflected in here in the 111. If it's still in the private listing network, we call it PLN, and it's marked as contingent in the PLN, that is not reflected in the 111 number. So we don't really know exactly what that number is. I would have to do a lot of manual picking to find that out. The system is not providing a way to collect that stat easily, unfortunately. But let's assume, maybe it's another 10 that are under contract in the PLN. So maybe 121 under contract, around 120. We got about 185 listings. So more homes available than what's going under contract. That seems pretty clear. That was back in May. Let's see what today is. Today is, let's see here, I gotta hit the little arrow up here. Okay, so sorry, am I clicking too fast here? Okay, got a new program I'm using, you guys. So this last week, 126 new listings, 112 or 100 or 64 private listings. So let's say about 50, so we're about 166 for new listings, and under contract 112 known, maybe 120. So we're still leaning towards more homes available than homes that are going under contract. So that's where that stands. Let's go to the next one. Average list price for these same homes. The average active list price a month ago, representing that week, was 603 approximately, and under contract was 493 going under contract. We can see that homes that were listed higher than the average active list price and going under contract, higher priced, so maybe a little bit more than what buyers are willing to pay. And remember, I said more homes on the market than going under contract. So some of these are sitting around, you guys. So pricing is still important even in this strong seller market. Just this last week, we saw the average was 650 for average listing, and under contract 627. So numbers are pushing up as far as averages are going for inventory in Naperville. Average days on market a month ago, we looked at 33 for homes on the market active, 33 days, and then homes that got contracts, 39 days. So that's pretty close. So these homes, they're probably close to getting a contract, right? If that all makes sense. That was a month ago. Now we're looking at 29 days for homes active on the market sitting there, and under contract is 20 days. So that kind of does go with saying some homes are overpriced, they're sitting on the market, and the ones that are priced correctly are going, averaging 20 days on the market. Now, of course, 20 days may not be exact because an agent may not market until 2 days after it's signed by a seller. So the average might be a little bit lower than 20, but it's a pretty good ballpark for you to see. And then this is from 2 weeks ago, those bar graphs that I showed you. The average list price for a sold home was $471, and the average sale price for those homes was $474. So higher than the average list price. This last week, the average list price for sold homes was $597, and the average sale price was $598. So we're seeing selling at list, still a strong seller's market. All right, things are not dipping down yet. And now let's take a look at average number of showings. These are weekend reports for homes on the market, and what was the average number of showings per home. This is according to Showing Time, that handles a lot of the showings for properties that are on the market. So when I reported last time, it was at 3.65, and then we can see the pattern, what's happened with showings since I did the show. It dipped down May 31st. I believe that was Memorial Day weekend, so people were on vacation. Went back up to 309, 310. Now it's back down to 2.44. So this is a reflection of buyer activity out there. All right, so this is telling me less buyers out there. The market these are indications that the market might be softening. Okay, sellers, I hope you're listening. The market might be softening a little bit. The frenzy might be there's early signs here that the frenzy of buyers might be getting softer. Okay, and you know what that means with pricing. You may not have this demand that you can get the 10, 20, 30 over list as this continues more. So it's really get in there on the market, because in a couple months from now, we'll see how these numbers are. Okay, let's find out. Another thing to look at, this is just a big broad view overview, market action index needle. What was it a month ago? It was at 50, May 18th actually, and now it's at 51. It's really close, you guys, really, really close. We're not seeing some sudden change here, but I like to see that we are still staying, let's see, it was 50 and now it's 51. Splitting hairs, you guys, all right? But that at least is showing still strong. It's still strong, okay? It's not a seller's advantage market. We have the needle higher in some other markets, but this is a strong seller's market. And we got to pay attention to interest rates too. This is a big play in what's going on, not just the low inventory, but also the interest rates. So 2 weeks ago, I reported for the fixed conventional all in was 3.31 and FHA 3.57. And now, oh, my graph's not showing, but I had the numbers in there and it was about the same. All right. Sorry, for whatever reason, that graph's not showing, and I'm going to keep moving on. Now, I love this graph, because all you buyers out there, I talk to a lot of buyers, and you're saying, well, gosh, this frenzy, and, I really don't want to pay these inflated prices. So I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait. So that way, home prices are going to go down. They're going to go down, and then I'll get a better deal. And I just don't want to do this. So I'm going to wait. Well, this is what's going to happen if you wait. We're seeing that we're averaging around, just like I showed a month ago graph, I didn't have this week's, but it's about the same, 3.2 for average mortgage interest rate. So for a median home price of around 324, your monthly payment's going to be $1,261. Year from now, that same home is going to be priced at 334, because all these homes that are getting high contracts, they're closing, people. And one of the reasons, because you may be thinking, well, a lot of them aren't going to close because they're not going to appraise out because the prices are just ridiculous. Well, guess what? Buyers are guaranteeing the appraisal gap. They're paying the difference. The homes are closing, and those homes become the new comps. Appraisers are using those. Homes are appraising out. Buyers are asking their agents, well, what are those homes closed for in the last few months? It's these high prices. this is the new value. And it's going to continue because the inventory is not increasing. It's staying pretty much the same as I just showed you. All right. And this is why I'm doing the show every week or every month. So you can really keep track. So you're not thinking I'm making any of this up. This is all facts I'm giving you. So the 2022 predictions is based on what we're seeing here, what's happening and what's looking at the economy. You know, all these industry experts are looking at the economy and a whole lot of other factors going on. And they are predicting a 323 or a 324 home now is going to be 334 a year from now. And the interest rate's going to be up. So now you're looking at, instead of a 1261 payment, you're looking at a 1384 payment for the same house, same house. So buyers, do you really think you want to wait? Can you afford to do that? Do you want to make that move and say, I got to up my budget or down the size of the home that I can shop? If you want to keep it 1261, that means now you might have to look at a home at the low 300s when you're waiting. So even though you're doing bidding wars and paying over list, you actually are still getting a better price than if you wait 6 months. So get out there, take advantage of the cheap money. It's cheaper now than what it's going to be in 6, 9, 12 months from now. So you want to get in that house. Don't put yourself through the misery of waiting and then finding out, oh, it's no better. It's actually worse. All right. So that's my advice to you. I appreciate you watching, and I'll just put this screen up here for a moment while I'm talking. So you can get my contact information. You can email me that number, phone number. You can call or text me. You can go to my website, or as you know, obviously, if you're watching this live on Facebook, you can just DM me on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. Do a little bit of TikTok, you guys. I'll try to throw some humorous videos in there. Get ready. And you can always obviously find this on YouTube. You might be watching this from YouTube. So please be sure to tell people about this video so they can find a way to get accurate information. This is not, I'm not skewing the information. I'm pulling it straight from the MLS. This is down and dirty brass tacks information. And I'm just helping you understand how to understand it. Kind of like, think of me as your doctor explaining x-rays to you. Okay. So if you're ever going online trying to find stats and stuff and you're really not sure what it all means, just give me a call and I can help break it down for you. That's my job. You're not bothering me. I'm happy to help you out, even if you're not ready to buy or sell. Okay. Give me a call. And be sure to send other people to my site. I appreciate you liking my Facebook and Instagram pages. Share my stories with anyone you want so they can get all the full ammo. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I plan on posting this again next week, keeping on top of it. I like to do it even just for myself. And I appreciate you spreading the word about my weekly market update show. You guys all have a fantastic day. Take care.